The hurricane shutters rattled like bones in a coffin the night Sofia Ramirez signed away her life. She sat at the kitchen island of her Coral Gables bungalow, the one with the cracked coral rock walls and the mango tree that had shaded 3 generations. The pen trembled in her 72-year-old hand, but her grandson Mateo steadied it with his own, smooth, manicured, the hand of a 28-year-old who had never known calluses. "Abuela, you're doing the right thing," he whispered, his breath smelling of the Cuban coffee she'd brewed for him since he was 5. "This is for us, for family." His fiancée, Chloe, stood behind him in a white linen dress that cost more than Sofia's monthly Social Security check. Chloe's smile was all teeth, no warmth. "Think of it as an investment in Mateo's future, in our future." Sofia looked at the contract one last time. The house, her house, bought in 1978 with her husband Raul's janitor wages and her seamstress tips, was valued at $1.2 million. The offer from Chloe's real estate cousin, $1.1 million cash, closing in 30 days. Enough to pay off Mateo's law school debt, buy him a condo in Brickell, and still leave Sofia with a nest egg. And the promise? "You'll live with us. Always." She signed. 6 months later. The garage smelled of motor oil and mildew. Sofia's new apartment was a 10 by 12 space behind Mateo's Tesla, separated from the main house by a flimsy accordion door. The only window faced the alley where the trash bins lived. She sat on the fold-out cot, clutching the chipped Virgin Mary statue that had survived the journey from Havana in 1962. Her knees ached from the concrete floor. The air conditioning didn't reach here. The vent had been sealed for energy efficiency. Mateo poked his head in, tie loosened, eyes avoiding hers. "Chloe's hosting a networking brunch tomorrow. Try to keep it down, okay? The baby monitor picks up everything." Sofia nodded. She had learned nodding was safer than speaking. The brunch. The house thrummed with laughter and clinking mimosas. Chloe, now Chloe Ramirez ESQ, floated through the open-concept living room in a silk jumpsuit, her influencer ring light casting a golden halo. 30 guests, all under 40, all in real estate or crypto, all pretending not to notice the old woman shuffling past with a tray of croquetas. "Abuela, por favor," Chloe hissed, intercepting her in the hallway. "Guests don't want to see the help. Go back to your space." Sofia's hands shook so badly she dropped the tray. The croquetas rolled across the travertine like golden marvels. A man in Gucci loafers stepped on one and laughed. Mateo appeared, face flush with champagne. "Really, Abuela? We talked about this." That night, Sofia found her bedroom door, her old master bedroom, the one with the coral fireplace, locked from the inside. A post-it note. "Storage. Do not enter." The discovery. It started with the smell. A week later, Hurricane Nico barreled toward Miami. Category 4, winds already whipping the Royal Poincianas into pink blizzards. Chloe demanded the garage be cleared for her Mercedes, as if her cot were disposable. While dragging boxes to the curb, Sofia found it, a rusted metal lockbox wedged behind the water heater. Raul's handwriting on the lid. "Para Sofia. Solo en caso de tormenta." Inside, a yellowed envelope sealed with wax, a brass key, and a single photograph. Raul, in 1985, standing proudly in front of the house, holding a toddler Mateo. On the back, in Raul's spidery script, "The house is yours forever. Trust the storm." The envelope contained a will, dated 1995, notarized, witnessed by 2 neighbors long dead. "I, Raul Ramirez, being of sound mind, bequeath the property at 1420 Alhambra Circle to my wife, Sofia Ramirez, in a revocable living trust. Upon my death, the house can never be sold without her written consent. Any attempt to transfer title shall trigger reversion to the trust." Sofia's breath caught. The house wasn't Mateo's to sell. It had never been. The lawyer. She took the metro rail to Coconut Grove, clutching the lockbox like a newborn. The law office of Isaiah Morales was above a botanica, incense and copier toner mixing in the air. Isaiah, 65, with a guayabera and kind eyes, read the will twice. This is ironclad, Doña Sofia. Florida law recognizes holographic wills, but this one's notarized. The sale to your grandson, fraudulent conveyance. But I signed the contract, under duress. And the trust predates it. The house reverted to you the moment Raul died. He tapped the brass key. This opens a safe deposit box at Ocean Bank, box 217. Raul left instructions. The safe deposit box. Inside the original trust documents, a cassette tape labeled Para mi tormenta, and a second will, 1998, revoking any future sales. Raul had suspected Mateo's father, his own son, dead of an overdose in 2001, might try to exploit Sofia. He'd planned for every betrayal. The cassette was Raul's voice, crackly but strong. Sofia, if you're hearing this, the storm came. Use it. The house is your anchor. Let no one cut you loose. The storm. Nico made landfall at 2 a.m. A freight train of wind and rain. Power failed. The Tesla's alarm shrieked. Chloe screamed about flooding. Mateo pounded on Sofia's accordion door. Abuela, the garage is leaking. Help us move the cars. Sofia emerged in her housecoat, the lockbox under one arm and a flashlight in the other. Water sluiced across the garage floor, soaking her slippers. Chloe, mascara shrieked, "This is your fault for hoarding junk!" Mateo tried to grab the lockbox. "What's that?" Sofia stepped back. "My house." The party. The next day, the storm passed, leaving a surreal calm. Chloe, ever the influencer, decided to lean into the chaos and threw a hurricane hangover brunch for her followers. Hashtags Miami Strong, Boss Babe. Sofia waited until the patio was packed. 50 guests, ring lights, drone cameras. Chloe mid-speech, "We're so blessed to have this home to weather any storm." Sofia walked out in her Sunday dress, the one she'd worn to Raul's funeral. She carried a manila folder and a Bluetooth speaker. "Disculpe," she said, voice cutting through the tatter. She pressed play on the speaker. Raul's voice boomed. "The house is your anchor. Let no one cut you loose." Gasps. Phones up. Sofia opened the folder. "This is my husband's will. This house is in a trust. The sale to my grandson was illegal. As of 9 a.m. this morning," she held up a stamped document, "the deed is reverted to me. You have 30 minutes to vacate." Chloe lunged. "This is elder abuse. I'll sue." Isaiah Morales stepped from the crowd, Guayabera crisp. "Actually, Mrs. Ramirez, you committed fraud. The DA's office is very interested." He nodded to two plainclothes officers by the tiki bar. Mateo went pale. "Abuela, please." 30 minutes, Sofia repeated, "or the sheriff removes you." The exodus. They left in designer athleisure, dragging Louis Vuitton suitcases through the mud. Chloe live-streamed, sobbing, "My own grandmother-in-law is evicting us." The comments. "Yikes, she's iconic." Sofia stood on the porch, the mango tree dripping. She didn't smile, she simply watched them go. Epilogue. La Tormenta Airbnb. 6 months later, 1420 Alhambra Circle was reborn. Sofia painted the walls sunset coral, installed a commercial kitchen, and turned the garage into a studio for traveling artists. La Tormenta Airbnb. 5 stars, 300 reviews. Guests raved about the croquetas, the mango tree, the hostess who told stories of storms and survival. Mateo sent a letter from a studio in Hialeah. "I start community college next semester. Law, ironically. I'd like to visit, if you'll have me. No expectations." Sofia replied with a single line. "The door is open, but you knock." On the anniversary of the storm, she hosted a block party. Neighbors brought pasteles, kids chased fireflies, Isaiah toasted with cafecito. To Sofia, who taught us even hurricanes have silver linings. She raised her chipped Virgin Mary statue, now on the mantle. To Raul, who knew the storm would set me free. Outside, the mango tree bloomed, heavy with fruit. She picked one, bit into it, juice running down her chin like liquid sunlight. The house was hers. The storm had come, and she had weathered it.